over on my Paltine channel. Today we are gonna play another Yandere Dancing Fountain style called My Sweet Diana, where we have a Yandere advanced fly trap. Let's begin. This is a demo of My Sweet Diana, created for the Spooktober 2025 game jam. This is the final game as a tune for Era Horror Jam and 18 plus game jam. Be aware that this demo includes mild suggestion dialogue, references child death, animal pet suffering, toxic relationships, and adultery and cheating. Such cheating. You cannot but stare at the beautiful life form before you. But well, what else could you expect from one whose name is that of a goddess? You wouldn't say your thoughts evolved around artistic concept, as your muse is of a different sort. Yet you find the Diana for delightful. The Diana is a mother of Venus, the goddess of love. Diana, or the Venus flytrap, both names tied to the same idea of unbelievable love, unreliable love. You are yet to see the jaws grow and open to await the arrival of an unexpected victim. But you have studied this species enough to know that when open, it's rich fly trap. It's a rich red fly trap. However, most importantly and unmistakably, the similarity to the human moth is perfectly ironic. A kiss, a bite, to think no insect could tell the danger they're in the first glance.
Such tiny teeth.
Gingerly, to avoid breaking the fragile skin, your fingers grave the edge of its mouth, closed tight like a zipper.
You'll be large and strong when you grow up. And you won't be shy anymore, will you?
Are you giving it a pep talk?
Yes, you are.
I have to keep it motivated. No shriveling up and dying before the exhibition.
It would be such a shame to lose an intimidating competitor like you.
You narrow your eyes at him.
Intimidating?
Quiet, you lethal woman.
Lethal woman.
Okay, hear me out. 1. I have no idea what you did with that carnivorous plant specimen, but knowing you, I'd rather not risk touching it.
Yeah, it might be a little house, what was it, I have to think of it, little house of horrors there.
Lethal.
You can't quite remember the process, but he's being dramatic. And open your long book, you glance down at your to-do list.
You make me look insane.
Didn't let me finish, so. 2. Hot scientist, obviously. Lethal.
Now you're just trying to get into my pants.
Is it working, is it gonna say?
It would be easier if you wore skirts once in a while.
You're daring today.
You're in a good mood today.
Wow.
Today, he said. But you're not in a foul mood often, are you? No, you're fine, just quiet.
My specimen is thriving.
Your eyes wander from your Dinah to Walter's hygienas. The stems are budding already.
They're flourishing.
I know.
But there are still a couple of months to go before the exhibition. I have to stay focused.
You shrug. There's not much that could go wrong with the flowers after all. Walter's genetic engineering always focused on safety and avoid risky experimentation. He figured this time he's prioritizing the special species aesthetics over anything else.
And keep on observing the samples.
I get it. I kind of wish we could just present next week. Waiting makes me anxious. I'm looking forward to getting it over with, though.
Looking forward to not working with me anymore?
I don't think it's that.
You know it's not that. It's just I don't have an emergency backup plan if something goes wrong.
You breathe out a relief. You thought he was about to change plans, and you had to go to the van alone.
Walt, you're not accidentally creating a monster.
We probably are.
Monster? It's not like I mixed 20 species DNA in one. So, I'm pretty confident I'm not another Dr. Frankenstein.
We might. You glance at your perfectly organized desk. You glance to keep everything in order. But it's difficult when you're in deep focus. You're lucky Walter wasn't at home the day you finished designing your Dionaea. Its DNA, by extension, its shape. You had samples of different genes everywhere, and you were considering which to pick. You would have disapproved of the mess. But you don't share the lab often. He's out most of the time anyway.
In any case, is there anything you're looking forward to?
You roll your eyes.
Isn't it obvious?
You and he were the best specialists from the organization, each presenting your latest discoveries or creations. Walter would tell you it's not a big deal, but it is, isn't it? The connections, the words, you never lost focus, not even when you felt like you couldn't go on. But those aren't your only motivations, though. You're loyal to the cause. When capitalist policies took over in nature, it turned into an inanimate commonality. It's all too easy to sport it. You are determined to add not just a gain, but kilos of knowledge to the pool. Tools against brutality. That's what you were taught. Walter understands this deeply as you do, and you always felt a strong connection through it. For plants. I know he's one of our love interests too. Starting projects together in school and continuing them for college. So what do you want? What do you want? His eyebrows draw in confusion.
You know, I am talking about your birthday, right?
Oh,
Right.
you didn't forget.
I don't know. You tell me. And my question for you still stands.
His appears rather complex. Your reassessment.
Aren't you sweet?
Yeah, we gotta know what you want.
Speaking of, since you don't know what you want, let's start by picking dessert for today. Chocolate cake, lemon pie, fruit salad, ice cream.
Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake, lemon pie, fruit salad, ice cream, cream pie. Cream pie we smash in face. Chocolate cake.
And noted.
He typed something into his watch. He frowns and then sighs. You know what that means. The company's demanding something. Again, surely. But then you glance at the screen, trying to get the glimpse of what exactly is stressing him. First, there's a message from the company. Then from a woman. Your eyes read the second one, which goes, "Dear." His arm drops, the screen quickly goes black, as Walter turns it off.
They, need to look into something.
You give him an understanding nod, but your smile is tight. You can't but notice how his wrist remains behind his back. Don't ask. Not now that he's finally being so attentive. You know it's the company. The logo is there. Just the company. You decide not to watch his expression as he reads his messages. Instead, you place the plate with water under your Diana and check the soil's humidity. That doesn't mean you're a coward.
Oh, also, Saoirse, can you pick up Good Boy from the vet today? I have to go in an hour.
Good boy. Who's good boy?
I'll do it.
Good Boy is Walter's dog, but he's known him since he was a pup. So if he's a good boy, you go good boy, good boy. Even if you didn't love him, he's your pet. He's your pet. You would never abandon him.
Thanks.
Though your hands, why do I not love our dog or his dog? Though your hands are busy with Diana's soil, your eyes remain on Walter for a moment. Your breath aches, and you can't help but wonder if, underneath all the darker emotions forged with the years, you're just as crazy as him as you used to be. Maybe it's not when even the persistent, inexcusable sense of dread inside you. People told you that you were insane, but not Walter. You didn't care for anyone, and nobody cared for you, except for him. Then came Walter. You loved him as your only friend from the moment you met him. You were content, but then he asked you for more. The second you realized he was falling for you, he won. You joined him in that fall off the cliff, helplessly and innocently. For a long time, it was perfect. And then it was not. And you didn't know what to do about it. But a kiss with a first is better than none. Thus, you did casually avoid looking at his eyes while he texted, choosing to focus on your very own Diana instead. The potatoes sizzle as you placed them into the pan. You lowered the stove's temperature and moved to the sink, rinsing the knife of the potatoes' milky sap. You checked the time again. Sheesh. It's nearly 12 p.m. Walter leaves at 12:15 p.m. sharp. You don't want him to starve, only because you were too focused on writing your Dinah's report this morning. He can buy something while he's out, sure, but would be less than ideal. Who knows what the food is made of? First of all, pieces of vegan diet are always more expensive. Prices for vegan diets are always more expensive. Second, all the food is trans-organic, and you rarely know what exactly was changed in it. There's a reason why you grow your own with selective breeding. That reminds you, you're missing green onions for the salad. You need to go get. A sharp scratching of ceramic sends a shiver down your spine.
Good boy!
Bad boy, good boy. You call his name as you speed to the lab into your side of the greenhouse. The instant the dynamo's pot topples, good boy darts out of the way. Bad boy, good boy, you catch it. Yet you fear it may slip from the moisture gathered on your fingertips. Your fingers. You can finally breathe as you settle it back on its vertical position.
What happened? Good boy's all right?
Walter hugs his pet's neck as it nuzzles into him for comfort. Yeah, good boy's. I think good boy's a cat.
Of course he's all right. He walked in here and almost killed it.
Are you serious? That's what you're worried about? Good boy could have seriously been hurt. And here you are blaming him.
So seriously, good boy is bad boy though.
I'm not blaming him.
I'm calling him bad boy because that's his name for now on though.
Oh, then what?
I'm making fun of your dog's name.
Good boy is your responsibility.
So it's my fault now? I can't watch him 24/7.
And I think he's definitely has some cat in him.
But how could you leave the door open?
I was in a hurry, and I still am.
I'm sorry, I do have to joke about that because I have cats.
You're not the only one with work to do. Mistakes happen.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm making fun of it. Work? I nearly lost all my work because of you. He heads towards the kitchen. And
Can
Good
you
Boy's
calm
like,
down already?
Good Boy's ready to go, I'm gonna touch it.
The plant's fine. And even if it died, you have the genetic material to make another one.
What if it doesn't grow?
You're so goddamn obsessive. You'd rather try 100 times than just to get another Dionaea. I am not worried about it.
100 times?
There's just as many things that could go wrong. And you would be the one to blame for the experiment's failure, not Walter, you. You had to be there from the beginning of each plant's life and watch it inevitable death every time. Again and again. Do it again. And if one of them lived, would you ever forget the original? You aren't risking it.
None will replace it.
For heaven's sake, Saoirse! Are you listening to yourself? It's a plant!
It's our life work right now.
You don't get it! You never do! I won't let it die, no matter what.
Well, isn't that the only thing you know how to keep alive? I'm sure you will do fine.
Hand frozen midair, you stare back at Walter in disbelief. The seed is tucked into the soil, crawled by nutrients and damp warmth. Months pass. It germinates, grows to a stem, but by the 6th month, what if it blackens, curls in on itself like a dying moth? Not a month trapped, opening, not a young trap opening to the sun. Was it the pot? Was it the genetics? Was it the locked drain choking the roots? Was it the virus? Was it a virus? Or was it just you? The only thing you could know how to keep it alive. All this time, he did condemn you. The boy, your precious boy. Neither of you knew the cause of death, but it seems Walter made the decree in his heart. There's a knot in your throat, but he needed to speak.
I didn't mean for him to die.
Oh, we had a kid with him? You did everything you could to keep him safe, but stopping the world for him was beyond your power. It's funny, because Walter asked you to do exactly that, as if he had proven the conditions for you to be at ease. You didn't do anything useful. You would read the details of the products you consumed, even study them to be certain they had no long-term side effects. You made sure the three of you were in perfect health and conditions were ideal. You visited the doctor regularly and explained your diagnosis. Nothing could go wrong. You wouldn't allow it. But the threat hanging over you became true, and a shadow. It seems to Walter, your tragedy is only an ink blot. A blade scraps the surface, and the stain is gone. But you find yourself erased by the same black drop, soaking into you.
I went too far.
I think you did. You try to smile, blinking away the tears gathering in your eyes.
Fight back, like always.
The sting hits your nostrils. You look at the potatoes in the pan and quickly flip them.
Damn it.
They burnt, edible, but the bitter aftertaste is always on your tongue. You brush past Walter, walk into the garden. You'll have to pack him a lot of fruit because you doubt he'll eat today's lunch. You come across the Dinah, wishing to check on it immediately.
I'll be right back.
After collecting all the fruits and the green onion you needed, You rush back to the kitchen. You wash it all, placing it on the container in a container. You grab the salad bowl and cut the tomatoes, lettuce, and avocado as fast as you can, leaving the onion for last. Cut, cut, cut. Move to the onion. The door clicks, and you checked the timer anyway. It's 12:15. Cut.
Oh, shit!
Blood pools on your hand, and the blooming pain on your index finger leaves you gasping. You wipe your tears with your other hand.
Where's the medkits?
Right, the top cabinet. You're about to reach for it. Zari's, I can't even pronounce her name.
What the?
Zari's. You swallow hard at the sound of the last call. You don't know where it comes from, only that your feet are moving towards the lab. Your cut finger completely forgone. Not just the lab, your steps take you further until you shutter the door behind you and slip into your side of the greenhouse. There's no way there, just greenery. And a Diana. You got your teeth, suppressing a frustrated and pained groan. You came here only to realize you might be hearing voices, and somewhere along the way, you must have left a trail of blood, of red. You went not only at the swelling of pain of your cut finger, but the inconvenience of visiting the hospital to get it sewn.
What a mess.
After you stop the gushing blood, you have to clean it, but the kitchen feels too far away now. You stirred by the cold touch, your eyes dart to your hurt hand, which is gently wrapped by a Diana leaf. Your lips part in surprise. Since when are Dianas sensitive plants? Your mind is racing with the possibilities of explorations, trying to figure out what exactly you did for it to acquire such a characteristic. But then your thoughts come to a halt. Your gaze is fixed on the plant. You didn't feel like you're staring at it. No, you're staring back at it, appraising it, realizing just how large its leaves have become, spraying like a concealing mantle. Not wanting to disturb its growth, you had decided to let it be, but now you wonder, what's hiding underneath? You try to push the leaves away, but then remain unmoved, forming a natural protective barrier. This is normally may be a reason for concern, but your fascination overwhelms it. You haven't stopped bleeding. The crimson drips from the leaf under your hand, sinking into the earth that swallows it whole. I think this is what happens when we got our Yandere Diana. You should be in the kitchen with gauze wrapped around your finger. But right now, this feels healing, smoothing. You can't let yourself be numb for a while, forget the pain, forget all. Yet, it's not easy to forget life when Good Boy wails for attention since he can't go outside. He should be free, running around the place, but he's not. He stopped being a healthy pup long ago, and now all he can do is get his injections every week to avoid death. He cries every time the sedatives wear off, and he realizes his legs are in pain. The sight feels nearly immortal. No, it is. And yet, Walter calls you the obsessive one.
It's not fair.
You let out a breath as the Diana's grip softens, slowly gliding down your arm like a ticklish caress.
You really can manage your motor skills at will. Truly fascinating.
You smile a bit as the leaf doesn't detach from you entirely. Assured as it is, it almost feels like it wants to cling to you, like it's yonder. You bring your face closer to it, observing. Then the plant remains still. Good thing you're willing to wait. Eventually, it'll open up to you. You lie back on the warm couch watching a documentary while you eat chocolate-covered strawberries. It almost feels like a sin to eat such a treat nowadays. When you were recovering, Walter did actively encourage you to get back into shape, but your eyes don't lie. If they can't look at you, what are they looking at? Regardless, you need to the comfort of food on a Sunday afternoon. It's been 3 weeks since you last saw Walter. I thought he lived here. It seems that the company's messages were actually orders, and Walter had to go assist in the labs one straight away. Something about anomaly that showed up late, toxins from the species that are being tested from mass breeding. It was entirely optional for Walter to go. The company doesn't move employees around upon such short notice. He just wanted to go. But you're fine. He'll come back soon. We think. You barely text each other. You sigh. You have to take care of his dog, though. Never said you needed space, but after the last argument, it's obvious. Your conversations are now paramedic about chores to be done and such. The only reason you feel the span from him when he's away is that the static noise is gone. It's a good thing you can replace it with broadcast. The documentary is in another language, but you frown at the subtitles. The tropical forest along the Brazilian and Argentina border is catching fire. Climate change, an accident, or the political move from the rebels, climate change is certainly a factor. You roll your eyes, you may never know the real cause of this tragedy. It's annoying how companies don't stop deforesting even in the worst situations. They'll be better off dead. Their greed is insatiable. Insatiable. No matter how much you may try to raise awareness, competition is too strong. The free market helps the economy, but laws aren't sufficient to stop exploitation. Besides, it's not like you don't know what they're doing. You can't win a game if you don't know how it works. On board documentaries are fun as long as you're arrogant about the topic, considering the low entry barrier to understanding it. You have better things to do. Having had your rest, you resumes. Up next, Diana. It's been a few days since you last watered it, and you're glad it's time to hydrate again. Walter started bothering you for baby talking it, so you had to be less gentle with it. At least while he was here. He's not here. Has been here for a while. You were starting to miss talking and taking care of it. The moment you enter the lab, you check the temperature. There's too cold and cool. There we go. Don't. Huh? You frowned, looking around the room nervously. Not this again. Are you watching? Who's watching you? No, there's no eyes. There's no eyes here. Even if you're nearly heard of soft breathing for the last few weeks. What if you're starting to hallucinate again? Maybe moving to the countryside wasn't such a great idea. Why? I'll be too hot. The voice is coming from the Diana. Oh, the temperature. We can see the temperature. Slowly move towards it. If you're going to be making demands, at least have the nerve to show yourself. Oh, he's showing himself. I may come out now, but once you see me, please don't look away. Of course. In the blink of an eye, the leaves of your Diana unfurl. They open like a flower, revealing a creature within. Ooh, I like he. No, not just a creature. The word sounds too unfitting. Those luminous pink eyes looking into yours, silky long hair framing its delicate face, glossy lips. This otherworldly entity is a person. Am I horrible? No! No. You meant to reassure it, but you aren't sure. You like the new gleam in its eyes. That's why you seem why do you seem overwhelmed? Do you need me to hold you? It reaches out to you as if to brace you, but you grab its forearms, stopping it. I'm fine, thank you. Oh, good. A bit of guilt nags at you as his will emanates, and his arms weakly return to their former position. Dissipates. No, what? You hate me. Why do you think that? Because I just wanted to help you. You pushed me away. I'm sorry if it came off as... Is it because you're still hurt by Walter? Is this how you cope with the feeling, ignoring me like he ignored you in the favor of strangers? He wins at the comparison. You misunderstand. They're co-workers, and Walter has to attend to matters quickly. It's a porn. I think you're more porn. Aw, that's so sweet of you. It chuckles. Even if I was born yesterday, of course I can only return the love you raised me with. You weren't born yesterday, right? Of course not. I would say I was born the moment I came sentiment, just a few months ago. I see. But also, how did you grow so quickly? And how do you even know how to talk? And how are you not 1 inch too short? Oh, you know what? I could actually see his eyes right here. I don't know. I think I started developing fast, and then I just stopped. As for talk, I just listened to you and learned that this is why. You're showing perspective and clever. Thanks, I owe it to you. Nonsense, this was an accident. Speaking to your Dionaea, as it were just another person in the world, you nearly forgot its nature. This is an anomaly of the greatest magnitude. How will you provide for it? Understand it? How will you be able to present it at the expedition? How about we feed it meat? As soon as anyone finds out just how far you've gone with the specimen this time, they'll find it a marvel. And then they'll take it away from you. It relies on you, which isn't great, but maybe granting it more freedom would be worse, considering how little you understand it. You need to expand your earlier research. Remember just how intelligent and quick to learn it is. And Walter, how would you tell him about this? Well, he's not here, so we'll be good. Unless our Diana eats us. He can't know. I can't know what. I just met Walter. Wait. I said he. Do I look like a man? No. You do, Diana. Relax. It's just... Your eyes marvel towards his abdomen and stop at the end before you can even think of looking away. However, all you see are leaves. And a chest that might eat us all. It'll like you. The hands are hermaphrodites, and the fact that you're not a normal one complicates simple and dignified categorization. Externally, you don't have anything. Under the leaves, right? Do you want me to show you? Yes, please. Yes, for research. Right, yeah, research. Totally research. Potentially flashing wasn't on your schedule today at all, but it has to be done. Sacrifices must be made, yes, that. Definitely that. It's not like we're gonna be happy to see it. Are you hungry? That's very unrelated to the current topic. Is it? Don't tease me. Teasing how? Like this. He sighed and he seemed genuinely amused. You almost think he's mocking you until a cold hand touches your cheek. You immediately grab his hand, ready to move it. Your face is bright and warm, but your attention stops midway. Despite your embarrassment, he smiles. A smile is too sweet to risk erasing so soon. Smiling suits you. Walter must want a good gouge out of his eyes when his gaze leaves you. You raise an eyebrow at his odd comment, but he's unfazed. It's strange that you find it rather endearing. But like all the things, this moment you can't quite define. Must end, you muster the will to pull away and clear your throat. Stay focused. I'll keep what's under my leaves a secret for now. A bit of a mystery is fun, right? Yeah, fun. I want to know. You shake your head as mischief, but don't push away. For now, you can only hypothesize about his potential intersexuality or maleness. After all that, you can at least say your mind has been thoroughly engaged today. You would like to think that it might just outweigh the hundreds of downsides of this situation. By the way, did you just call me Diana? It's the most obvious name I could have given you. I'll take it. Though you know you won't be able to, or willing to, replicate what you did with him. I'll be waiting. He raised an eyebrow at his panting. He noticed your stare and tilted his head towards the window. Could you open the window? I need air. He'd do so immediately, and he breathes out. The air is cold. Ah, how you could see. He asked you not to raise the temperature. It seems his trap and humanoid parts can't withstand the same temperatures. Noted. Where were we? A low wail interjects. Good boy. Good boy. Bad boy. He spun around, striding towards the kitchen. Wait. The bad boy's trying to probably, cook. Why are you leaving me all alone? You don't like it when he does it to you. I'm not abandoning you. It's just the dog. Yes, I can smell him, but I wish I didn't. Does the dog reek? You're not sure of what he said, but Diana's whisper are the last you hear before shutting the door behind you and returning to your Costerian troubles. Costerian troubles? And that was my sweet Diana. If you like my content, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Comment down below and liking the video. I'll see you guys next time.